counsel of it. You're saying it gave birth to you. You're singing to it. You're bowing down to it. Right? All that is worship. Deuteronomy 12:1, go ahead and read.
These are the statutes and judgments which ye shall observe to do in the land, which the Lord God of thy fathers giveth thee to possess it, all the days that ye live upon the earth. Ye shall utterly destroy all the places.
You shall utterly destroy all the places, and what else?
Wherein the nations which ye shall possess serve their gods.
He said, you shall destroy all the places where the nations where you are about to possess serve their gods. So you're destroying the places where they serve their gods, like their temples and stuff. Go ahead and read.
Upon the high mountains.
They served upon the high mountains. And where else did they serve their gods at? The place, the location. Where did they serve the gods at? Go ahead.
And upon the hills. And under every green tree.
Notice that she said under every green tree. We know from reading Hosea that the reason why it was under the tree is because that's where they made the offerings and the sacrifices at. Under the tree. And today, where are the presents or the gifts located at? Under the tree. But what do sacrifices and offerings have to do with gifts under the tree, Josh? I'm about to show you now. Let's go to Genesis chapter 4 and verse 1. We're going to look up the first time in the Bible the word offering is used. We're dealing with Cain and Abel. Both of them made an offering to the Lord. Genesis chapter 4 and verse 1. See, we don't know this type of stuff. There's a reason why you put gifts under the tree. There's a reason behind that. Gifts under this tree. And we just read in the Bible that the offerings were made under the tree. We read that. Didn't it say that? They burnt the incense offerings and the sacrifices under the tree. Under the tree. Keep that in your head. Under the tree. Genesis 4, verse 1. Go ahead and read it, baby.
And Adam knew Eve his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord.
And I just want to point out, it said Adam knew his wife, and she conceived, which means got pregnant, and bare Cain. What does it mean when it said Adam knew his wife? It means he had sex with her, right? Then it says she conceived, which means got pregnant, and bare Cain. This is plainly telling you that Cain was a product of Adam and Eve having sex. Not Eve having sex with the devil. How can somebody get that out of this? Adam had sex with his wife, she got pregnant, and gave birth to Cain. Whose son is Cain? Adam's. Well, that's getting off into something. I had to point that out while I was there, because I had people, I heard that Cain supposed to be the seed of the devil. How can they say that when chapter 4 and verse 1 is plainly telling you Adam slept with his wife, she got pregnant, and gave birth to Cain? Write that on it.
Right.
Go ahead and read though.
And she again bare his brother Abel. And Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in process of time it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord.
Oh, what unto the Lord?
An offering.
Keep that in mind. He brought an offering to the Lord. Go ahead and read.
And Abel, he also brought of the firstlings of his flock and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and unto his offering.
Respect unto Abel unto his what?
Offering.
His offering. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to go to the Strong Concordance. And we're going to look up the word translated offering both times in this verse. It's the same word. And we're going to 45:03 in the Hebrew section. We're going to look up the meaning of the word translated offering. 45:03 in the Hebrew section. This is one of the words translated offering that we're about to read. 45:03. Now listen to this. The word is minchha, from an unused root meaning to apportion. In other words, bestow a donation, euphem, tribute, listen to this now, specifically a sacrificial offering, usually bloodless and voluntary. Gift. Gift. It means a what?
A gift.
It means a gift. It means a gift. An offering or a sacrifice is what? A gift. when it says that they were offering and making incense offerings and sacrifices under every green tree, what were they putting under the tree? Gifts. What did your Christmas tree have under it right now? Gifts. Is all this a coincidence? No, it's not a coincidence. You are every year reenacting an ancient, pagan, satanic ritual every time you put that tree up and put gifts under it. That is your offering. That is your sacrifice. That's what you're doing. You're sacrificing to that tree. That's why I said they made their offering. That's why I was careful to point out to y'all that I always said under every green tree. And I showed you that's where the sacrifices and the offerings were made, under the tree. They were putting their gifts under the tree, just like they do today. And you trying to tell me that you don't worship the tree when the Bible plainly told you that by them doing that, there was an act of worship? Didn't the Bible plainly say that? That was your God. So you trying to tell me you don't worship that tree? Give me a break. That's what those gifts represent, sisters and brothers. They are sacrifices. There was sacrifices of war back in the day. Let me show you another place. Let's go to Exodus 25 and verse 1. Right there in the Bible. Went over 1 million people had though. I be looking at stuff like this. Wait a minute. Gifts under a tree? When have I heard of gifts under a tree? Duh, Christmas. Or you gonna put any gifts under the tree? Yeah, go ahead and make them sacrifices and them offerings to your God. And you are still sacrificing today. Because sacrificing means giving up something. You are giving up a lot. This time of the year, more people go into debt than in any other time of the year. You're making a sacrifice. You're giving up something. Something you need for that tree. I'm not giving it up for the tree, Josh. The gifts I buy, my kids get them. Or my other family member and friends get them. Don't you know in the Bible that whenever somebody made a sacrifice, whether it was to the God of Israel or to a pagan God, the God never kept the gift. The people did. When the priest made the sacrifices and the offerings in the Old Testament, they ate them. When they offered gifts of money to God, the priest kept the money that the people bought. God didn't actually keep it. So just because you saying that you keep the gift don't mean that the ritual is any different. Because in ancient times, whenever they made an offering to their God, the people who made the offering always kept the gift or they divided among the people. So yes, you are still doing the same thing. Still pagan. You are making offerings under that tree. We can show you another word translated offering. Exodus 25, big baby. Give me verse 1 and read.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, that they bring me an offering.
That they bring me a what?
An offering.
Now this is God saying this, right? That they bring me an offering. Go ahead.
Every man that giveth it willingly with his heart, ye shall take my offering.
You shall take my offering. Once again, we're going to go to the Strong Concordance and look at the word translated offering here. It is 8641 in the Hebrew. 8641. God said he wants his offering. Just like they made offerings to the other gods, they made offerings to God, to the God of Israel as well. 8641. Now check this out. And the word is, it is teruma. And it means a present offered up. A present. But the Bible translated as offering. It said it's a present. So I'm showing you from the Bible that when the Bible talks about sacrifices and oblations and offerings and incense offerings, it just means presents or gifts. That's what it means. So we've been reading the Bible and we read about people making offerings under trees in the form of worship. How is that any different from what the so-called Christians are doing with the Christmas tree today? They are making offerings. They are giving gifts. Because we look, they mean give, right? They are putting gifts under the tree. It is a form of worship. You are reenacting a pagan ritual and you don't even know it. That's what you're doing. And God called that an abomination. He called that playing the harlot, didn't he? That's what he called it. If God says it's worship, how can you tell me it's not? You know better than God? What are you talking about, Josh? I don't worship the Christmas tree. Let's see. You put the tree up. You're making sacrifices to it, because that's what the gift is. You're making sacrifices to it. You're supposed to only make sacrifice to God. You're bowing down to it. Whenever you get on your knees, you're bowing down to it. And you sing to it. We're even going to show you about the singing part, about what the Bible says. You follow what I'm saying? Y'all better think about this stuff. Let's keep it moving. Let's go to 2 Kings 16:1. Right there in the Bible. We have not gone to a single history book. We have not left the Bible, have we? Have not left it, and already I have showed you at least 6 times where the Christmas tree is condemned, excluding Jeremiah chapter 10. Right? Jeremiah chapter 10 is just the tip of the iceberg, y'all. It's just the tip of the iceberg. It's just a warm-up. 2 Kings chapter 16. 2 Kings 16 and verse 1. 16:1. Go ahead and read, big baby.
In the 17th year of Pekah, the son of Remaliah, Ahaz, the son of Jotham, king of Judah, began to reign. 20 years old was Ahaz when he began to reign, and reigned 16 years in Jerusalem, and did not that which was right in the sight of the Lord his God, like David his father.
So this guy did not do what was right in the sight of the Lord his God. He didn't do what was right. In other words, this is something what we're about to read that God did not like. That's what we're about to read, right? Go ahead and read.
But he walked in the way of the kings of Israel, yea, and made his son to pass through the fire.
We're going to come back to that. He made his sons to pass through the fire. That word can also be translated children. He made his children to pass through the fire. But what else did he do?
According to the abominations of the heathen, whom the Lord cast out from before the children of Israel. And he sacrificed and burnt incense in the high places, and on the hills, and under every green tree.
It said, and he sacrificed and burnt incense in high places, and on the hills, and under every green tree. We looked it up. Sacrifice or offering means to offer gifts. We looked it up. So what I want you to do, big baby, where it says, and he sacrificed, burnt incense in high places, where it says sacrifice and burnt incense, they put, and he offered gifts, and just continue reading from there. In high places. Just say he offered gifts and then pick it back up in high places, okay? Because we looked it up. That's what it means, right? Offer gifts. Go ahead and read.
He offered gifts in high places on the hills and under every green tree.
See what it's saying? He offered gifts. Under every green tree. What does that sound like to you, big baby? A Christmas tree. He offered gifts under every green tree, and the Bible said he did that which was not right in the sight of the Lord. He's offering gifts in the form of sacrifices and incense under every green tree. You trying to tell me Jeremiah 10, the only place that describes the Christmas tree? I don't think so. This right here, it's clear, ain't it? Real clear. Putting gifts under trees, that right there is Christmas. I can't think of any other place in the Bible or anywhere else in history where people was doing that. They didn't call it Christmas back then. This is where the Catholic Church got this from. They have incorporated satanic pagan worship into Christianity, and they pushing it out on the world, and you fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. And when I say you, I mean me too, because I was doing it too coming up. But I want to show you they had the children involved in this too. Why is Christmas always seems to be focused on the children more than anybody else? Why is that? Keep in mind, haven't gone to a single history book, have you? I know some of these fundamentalist Christians, well, that's just what the history book. I don't care about. I just want the Bible. I heard someone say that before. I showed something. I just want the Bible. What we been reading so far?
Bible.
Nothing but Bible. We ain't even went to no Enoch, no Apocrypha, no Jasher, no Jubilees. Just strictly Bible. You follow what I'm saying? He offered gifts under every green tree to a pagan god. That's what he was doing. That's what you doing every year. Whether you realize it or not. Let's keep it moving. Let's go to Isaiah 57. That's what offerings are, sister and brother. When the Bible talk about sacrifice offerings, oblations, incense offerings, meat offerings, drink offerings, it just means meat gifts. Gifts of incense, gifts of drinks, or